Hey guys, it's RodimusPrimal. I am back with another video, and today I have got some He-Man news that doesn't quite come as a surprise to a lot of people since this movie has been in development for a little too long, and that is the fact that Noah Centineo has exited the Masters of the Universe film, so he will no longer be playing Prince Adam in the new He-Man movie. And we also have a little bit of news as far as it comes down to the new Netflix TV show, and we're hoping that it is good. So without further ado, let's sit back, relax, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and let's get our power swords up in the air. Alright, so the first bit of news comes from Collider, and that has to do with the fact that Noah Centineo is exiting the He-Man Masters of the Universe movie that was supposed to be made by Sony Pictures and Mattel Films, and we've learned that he is exiting the project. And I'm really curious if this has to do with either the script, whether it has to do with the whole global pandemic shutting everything down, or if it's just because they can't come to an agreement as to how they want to handle and tackle this character. And I'll be quite honest with you, if they're already going to be doing a new TV show, in addition to a sequel series to the original, kind of like, well, why try and go so far as to try and do so many things with He-Man? Because if you want to bring He-Man back to audiences, we need to be able to get people excited about stuff again with He-Man, and it hasn't been that way for a while. Now, we've seen He-Man figures on the shelves. I have not seen much more than He-Man, Skeletor, and Battle Cat for the Classics line. I haven't seen anything else when it comes down to He-Man figures. But that's a whole nother discussion, and I may just do a video on toy hunting and why it's becoming a challenge for a lot of collectors and people who just like to collect toys in general. Yeah, let's get into this. So more than 2 years ago, it was reports that Noah Centineo, and I did cover this on the channel before, was in talks to play He-Man in the Masters universe, but it was heating up. And it says that Aaron and Adam Nee are slated to write and direct the movie, which has seen numerous writers tackle the script over the years. David Goyer wrote an early draft, and Christopher Yost and Iron Man scribes, Matt Holloway and Markham. Centineo has been nearing a deal to play Prince Adam, aka He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, who must fight Skeletor to save Eternia and protect the secrets of Castle Grayskull. He's no longer attached to that project, a representative for Centineo told Collider on Thursday, though no reason was given. Now, this kind of signals to me that maybe they just can't get a footing to get the movie off the ground where it needs to go, even start production. So I guess we might as well just, don't get our hopes up when it comes down to He-Man. But we can, at least as far as the new TV show. We know that Kevin Smith is making a Netflix TV show that takes place after the original show, and they're doing a prequel comic book for Masters of the Universe Revelation from Dark Horse Comics. And it's written by Kevin Smith, Rob David, so in other words, and Tim Sheridan. I'm a little iffy as far as the writer, some of the writing might be concerned. And apparently the comic book is going to come out on in July. So if you do collect comic books, or if you want to try and get it, this artwork looks good. I don't like this artwork, I'll be honest with you. And it is the official prequel for the Masters of the Universe series, and I'm hoping that it stays true to the lore, it keeps cool to the character, stays with the characters, but doesn't, if you want to be able to move forward, obviously you need to move forward, but you need to be able to stay true to those characters, and it's something that Kevin Smith says that they're going to do. Still leery on it until I see something more, but we'll see. It says this is the official comic book prequel to the upcoming Netflix television show, written by executive producers Kevin Smith and Rob David, and episode writer Tim Sheridan, and featuring art by Mindy Lee. Now, just for a heads up, a lot of people are excited about with Kevin Smith helming it, but Tim Sheridan, he wrote that he was responsible for writing some of the episodes of the Netflix cartoon for Transformers War for Cybertron, specifically Earthrise. And artist Mindy Lee is a person who's doing the artwork for it. And it says the story is that following a vicious Orlax attack on his father, King Randor, He-Man learns the creature is linked to the origin of the Sword of Power. To save Randor and put an end to the chaos, He-Man embarks on an epic journey that pits him against his longtime foes, Skeletor and Evil Lyn, and sees Teela take the reins of a powerful legacy. So, just based upon that synopsis, Teela is the daughter of the sorceress. She is supposed to eventually become the next sorceress. And of course, Adam has to be He-Man. So I've seen some folks kind of see some of the preview work for it, and I haven't seen much. And they were saying oh, what are they doing? Are they killing off King Randor? I don't think they're killing off King Randor, but I'll leave that to, where they go with it with the comic book. There are things that they can do. They could kill characters. They could, take a step, in whatever direction that they want to. But just based on the synopsis alone doesn't give us enough to really judge this yet. And I'm still skeptical because He-Man is a property that, for all intents and purposes, does it need to move forward? Yes. But does it need to hold true to who the character is and what he stands for in as far as comic books, as far as TV shows? Yes. Yes and yes. This is something I hold true to with He-Man. This is something I hold true to with Luke Skywalker, with Optimus Prime, and with He-Man. He-Man in particular, Superman in particular has to humble himself to not use all his power, while he's on Earth. Optimus Prime needs to remain courageous. Captain America, obviously trying to be the hero where he takes the ideals of America and to shine a beacon in the darkest depths of everything, but He-Man in particular has always been a force of good and should remain so. So I'm hoping that his character doesn't go into a direction that doesn't feel right for He-Man, if you know what I mean. And that same goes true for the other characters as well. Skeletor and Teela and Evil Lyn, at least according to the synopsis. And we'll see where they go with it as far as a story. I am skeptical, but I'm hoping that the Netflix show is good. I'm hoping the comic book movie is good. But I'm not holding my held up high for a live action film. I don't think a live action film is gonna work for He-Man until they can get people excited about He-Man again. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you excited for this comic book? Are you upset about the cast not being able to get off the ground for the movie? And what do you think about this Netflix show? And what do you think of the writers? Of course, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe. I have more videos coming down the pipeline, so you can stay tuned for all of that. And as always, guys, until next time, till all are one.